as we've kind of talked about amongst ourselves and the possibilities, it did finally happen. Steve Sarkisian is hired as the head coach of the Texas Longhorns. As the plan stands, he will coach in the national championship with Alabama and then fly from Miami to Austin to begin his new job as the 28th head coach of the Texas Longhorns. So we'll see how that goes. I honestly, well, Jessi, I want to get your thoughts as an Alabama fan first, and then let's talk about some of the more specifics for Steve himself.
Another team poached an Alabama coordinator. Shocking. Someone went back through the Nick Saban Coaches Rehabilitation Center, and they were like, "Oh, let's get him."
I just want to know why nobody's clamoring.
I'm salty because it happens every season.
Why?
And because
because you guys win every season.
But it makes sense.
It's part of the
back
deal.
On good terms. I was like, Sark, we're back on good terms. You're not going to leave us. You just took the pay raise. You said no to Auburn. Blah blah blah. I was happy with you. Here's the thing. There's two things. First of all, Sark, you did this to us last time. You quite literally did the exact same thing just for the NFL. And you made some really bad coaching decisions in that national championship game, and we lost. I swear if that happens again, don't you ever come to Tuscaloosa. You are not welcome. Second, where careers go to die.
You're not wrong there.
Mac Brown would have something else to say about that.
Well, those
it died for a little bit. Then it got to go to North Carolina.
I say they kind of forced him out. But you're right. North Carolina, he's made a rebound. But Charlie Strong, Herman. I mean, it's
always been well.
It's a tough place to coach. You got a lot of people out there, especially with the board and stuff like that. And most of those people are quite vocal, even publicly, about how they feel about how the head coach is doing at Texas. And so it's a lot of pressure. In all seriousness,
you do get to hang out with Matthew McConaughey, though. So I am jealous of that.
I do wish him well. I mean, as a guy he's been through a lot, hopefully he's gotten his personal issues out of the way. And even more so because he's about to enter a high stress area. And so I really hope that he's got his stuff together because I would hate to see anything happen again. And I'm not saying that because I expect it to, but just, I wish him well. I hope it goes well for him. Matt, your thoughts?
Bama gets an offense or gets a coordinator stolen again. It's just like any other year when Bama has success. They're going to come looking for your coordinators. I agree that Texas is going to be kind of
that's tough.
Because it's a really tough place to get. I mean, unless your last name's Royal, you're fighting uphill the minute you get there. So I wish him luck. I mean, I got nothing personally against Sarkisian. I'm glad he's cleaned up his act since he was at USC, but just I don't see this ending well. But we'll just have to see.
I mean, he's a incredible offensive mind. The only thing that you really hope is that with all the loud voices out there, that they will allow him the opportunity to do his thing. And that's the thing with a program like that is, unfortunately, that's not the case a lot of times. Everybody has their own idea of how the program should be run. And hopefully they'll let him, I mean, they hired him, so hopefully they'll give him the opportunity to have his
just imagining that whole like athletic department booster club being like the guy from Friday Night Lights, like the dad who was the high school booster who was just up in everybody's business all the Buddy Garrity. I just imagine all of the Texas like booster club is just a bunch of Buddy Garrity's that won't leave you alone.
Oh,
sounds
no
terrible.
No doubt.